Well, hello and welcome to, I believe, this is chapter 91 of World's Longest Suicide Note. My name is Roger, and I am suicidal at times when I'm having a bad day, which is often. I think about it. I don't want to be here. But we fight through those things, and that's what we talk about. And I use art as a way of doing that if this is your first time. So if it is your first time, let me just say, though, that being said, I am not a professional mental health or any real kind, and I don't expect that you'd be rushing out to follow my life advice or anything. So I'm not trying to influence anything, except to say the world needs you and wants you, and your energy is very much important and required for all of us. So that being said, we're gonna jump into this. This is probably the last time you see this guy. This is Weird Al Capone. Basically, it's if Al Capone and Weird Al had a baby, this is what their baby would look like. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know. I don't know. Al Capone, that's Al Capone. And that's him with Weird Al hair and glasses and mustache. Don't expect any real inherent meaning as it relates to this painting, because you're not gonna find any. Anyway, so and basically, again, if you're new, and I don't, for the off chance that there is a new person visiting today, I was going to say something. It was going to be majorly profound too, but it went away. And that happens quite a bit with me, actually, and it's not normal. I mean, for me, may not be normal for you. So I don't worry about it too much. It'll come back. But yeah, it's been a real trying week. Last week was, and I'll talk about that a little bit. I don't know. Depends on when this gets uploaded and when you see it. Obviously, talking about this is about things that happen in the world. And kind of my reaction to those things. Last week, we had a very violent situation happen. An individual was given a speech on and I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's Charlie Kirk. He was given a speech on a campus in Utah and got shot in the neck and perished. And it cast quite a pall over my week. And there was also a school shooting that happened in Colorado. So it was a very violent week, and I want to talk about it because it absolutely impacts. It doesn't. You don't have to know the people who were, involved in it, so you don't have to be personally affected by it. It affects every one of us. you know. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, I never listened to Charlie Kirk. I never, you know, in the times that I would hear him, or you know, more often than not, it was spreading news of his ideology and thing. And me and him were not on the same page whatsoever. So I did not care for him, his points of view, but they were his points of view. I didn't have to. I didn't have to like him, and I didn't. I mean, I don't. I think he definitely had a lot to say, and not a lot of it was something that I really found a lot of value in. Which again, but I try not to say I like someone or don't like them unless I actually know them. Unless I've had the benefit of actually speaking to them as human beings. So it's really easy to go through a very curated aspect of an individual, you know, depending on what they're trying to say. You know, I hate this person and here's why, and they show all the negative things and none of the other stuff that maybe is not as negative, or maybe, you know, they're going to show the things that served that purpose of, this is why I don't like this person. So you're not going to get the full story, so you know, just ideologically we were not, you know, me and him are different. That I don't, you know, I think having an opinion is important, but it makes it yours. It's not, your opinion isn't the most important thing. And I think opinions are really only important, you know, strategically or importantly, if there's more than one. I mean, we're working together from different angles to reach a common ground or something like that. So I do believe that opinions are important, but you know, one opinion isn't. I think the more opinions that are gathered for a specific you know, purpose, I think the better it is. You know, I think that all perspectives should be honored, you know, and the more the better when it comes to like big decisions that will affect all of us. You know, I think we have to have more than one or two opinions, and I think they should be dissenting. I think we need to see, you know, what other people say. What angle am I not representing? What you know, where's my blind spot in the situation? Because we all have a blind spot. We all have blind spots. And so the whole idea is to realize that and to understand the best way to handle the blind spot is to get multiple other people involved that understand that blind spot, or that know what you're, you know, that will keep you honest, so to speak, as far as that. And then you get to see the whole picture. We really can't see the whole picture unless there's more of us, you know, at the table showing each other, well, what about this, what about that? So anyway, I didn't care for him, his thoughts or ideas, but I didn't. I mean, it's absolutely not my place to, you know, I don't think that, you know, because we don't agree that it devalues something. That's not. I think everyone's entitled, and you know, good on him for having the reach and the ability to do what he did and to take his message to a vast audience. And I mean, that's not easy. And so absolutely give him props where it's due. I don't have to, I don't have to personally feel like I have to be a part of something for it to be a valid thing. I'm not, we are on opposite sides. You just move on. But I think that the part that bothered me more than anything is that now we live in a society where it's okay to silence ideas and voices that aren't yours. And I just think that's a horrible place to be. And some people think, well, serves them right, or there was a lot of people that push back, and that makes me sad too. I mean, no, if someone says something that you don't like, that doesn't mean they should die. It doesn't mean they deserve to die. It means that they have a wholly different set of expectations and understandings than you do. And you may not like that. But it's not up to you. It's not up to me, and I'm glad. We should all be happy it's not up to me. So anyway, it was a hard week. Not that, and I feel genuine sadness for his family and his kids have to grow up, with that. What telling people for the rest of their lives what happened to their father. So that violence is going to be a part of their everyday existence, and that I'm sad about. I wish that wouldn't have happened. So I mourn the loss of my country, the loss of a safe place where we could, gather and share ideas and thoughts and embrace those that aren't ours. Because there's value there. You may not think it, but as soon as we start excluding people because of thoughts and ideas, I mean, it's a slippery slope that leads to destruction. So anyway, that's my opinion. It definitely isn't fact. It's just it's how I feel. But it made it really hard, and the world's hard enough place to be, and it's just getting more and more brutal, and people who have are trying to do what they think that they should be doing are getting cut down, and I don't want to live in that world, which, and I know there's a lot of people that also don't want to live in that world, and they're going to do something about it, and we can't, because we have to get back to our roots. We have to get back to working together and valuing other people, even the ones that we don't like or the ones that we don't agree with. Maybe especially, that's what we have to do. Especially, you do often you have to do the work that you don't want to do, but it's important work. So anyway, it's been a rough time, and I've had to account for that. So I've been doing more self-care. My painting's been, I've been doing a lot of painting. I got a show coming up, so I got a little pressure going. But also I'm super glad that I have something like that, where I can kind of get lost in another world, another thing, and not focus so intently on everything that smacks you right in the face. Anyway, what time is it? It's about time. yeah, I just want this to be when I'm finished here, whenever that is. I want to feel like I can go out and feel like I did what I could to make this a better place. Not just for me or for my family, but for everybody. Um, as a community, that's important to me, and that's so when I see things that happen that take away from that make that dream or that ideal suffer. Um, yeah, it's tough. It messes with you. So anyway, so I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and yeah, next time we'll be doing a different painting, and then we'll just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other. I appreciate you, and I want you to keep fighting and have a great day. And I hope that everything works out for you. Take care.